you know, since she's come on board and become a part of the Nashville branch of NAACP. I know her from years ago. I actually went to school with her brother, younger brother and stuff, and we were really good friends throughout the years and stuff like that. And I didn't know at the time that she was as tenacious as she is, but from being in some of the meetings at the executive committee meetings and stuff, and seeing her, you know, push the issues and the things like that, you know, I said, well, you know, when I found out she was running for president, I said, yeah, I'm on board. You know, I really wanted to see that happen. And of course, I'm seeking a position as third vice president of the NAACP because, you know, like I say, somebody got to say something, somebody's got to do something. And apparently what we have there, we got some good people there, but it's everything rises and falls on leadership. And if leadership is weak, if leadership is ineffective, if leadership is disregarding the fact that it is leadership, then leadership needs to be changed. And I think it's time for a change in the leadership of the NAACP so that the NAACP can be empowered and be the NAACP that it's supposed to be and stop playing these games.
Very good. And Dr. PShinault, we've got about a minute and a half before the end of this segment. And so you think that you have what is necessary in order to bring this organization together. Say something about that.
Yes, sir. I believe that I have what is necessary to be a leader, a strong leader in the Nashville branch in NAACP. I have worked tirelessly for the last 5 years. I have assumed a number of positions in the NAACP. I have exerted energy in trying to get issues out front so that the community as well as the establishment can understand that regardless of what the matter is, it's not about race, it's about right. And there are a number of issues that have confronted the community in the Nashville area that have not been, as Pastor had said, has not really been vented and discussed in our community. So very much so, I believe that I am a strong leader and I can lead the NAACP into a successful year.
Very good. What we'll do now, Dr. PShinault, is to take this second final commercial break, and we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break. When it comes out, nobody will ever be able to tell that you're rattled. You don't look rattled to me.
I can't help it.
No, this might be your first experience.
It is.
And you have to admit that this is an unusual kind of experience and whatnot, but we're making it through, and so we've got 10 minutes.
So what are we going to do?
So what do you want to talk about during the last 10 minutes? See, when we come back, we'll have 10 minutes. Right. And so what you want to talk about? What? Voting? Let's talk about the suffrage.
You want to...
And what you're planning on doing in reference to the suffrage and etc. Whatever you wish to talk about. And you started off, and Pastor will help, you know, give you some information in reference to what he has to say. And then
lay out there, you know,
what
you want to do is, you know, as president,
it'll all come together. Okay.
And how you can take this, you know, organization to the next level.
Okay. Yeah, just. Thank you and welcome back to the final segment of the show for today. We're talking to Dr. Tallulah PShinault from the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and Pastor KWalker, who's also a member of the National Association, and his granddaughter who's with us, and this I think is her first television experience, and she'll learn. And I think that what we're trying to do today is to not only empower the community, Dr. PShinault, but to talk about some of the ways, that is the suffrage, how that might be, we might be able to do that. So let's use the last few minutes to talk about voting in the suffrage.
Okay. Voting, as we know, is extremely important in our community. Our visibility, our empowerment, all depends on whether or not we register, get our documents in order, and vote. Voting in Nashville, Tennessee, regardless of whether it is the school board, whether it's Congress, our senators, and our representatives, is extremely important. A number of policies have been passed in our council meetings, in our Senate, that are not beneficial per se, to the African American or black community, or the community of those who are impoverished. And the only way in which African Americans and other minority groups are going to truly receive social justice is that we vote, that we make an appearance at our council meetings, that we vote, especially in this presidential election. Now, as a branch secretary of the NAACP, we are bipartisan, okay? We cannot actually go on camera or say who our community should vote for. But what I'm asking our community to do is look at the issues, think about the issues, not what people are saying now, but what they've said a month ago, what they've done a year ago, 2 years ago, and vote for your best interest. That is what we are going to push at the NAACP, and it will be a year-around project and program to make sure that we get out and we vote.
You know, Pastor, I think we've said on many occasions on this particular show that in Nashville, I think somebody said at one time that only 6 or 7%